welcome or welcome back to Tower and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out what needs your attention right now. I've got 7 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the eraser. Group 2 is the pen. Group 3 is the pencil. Group 4 is the pencil sharpener. Group 5 is the sellotape. Group 6 is the scissors. And group 7 is the coin. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below in the description box. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the eraser. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have communication. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have 11th House, friends. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Eon. And the 3 of Wands. And then from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Queen of Cups. And the King of Wands. I feel like there may be someone who wants to communicate with you, who you maybe haven't responded to yet, who might be waiting for a response from you. I feel like this is a friend, maybe a very good friend. It may be someone who I want to say you somewhat maybe have a crush on them. You maybe find them very attractive, or they maybe find you attractive. You may have some kind of slightly deeper connection than friendship. You don't have to, but I do feel like it's maybe someone who's waiting for a response from you. And they may be quite eagerly wanting to meet up with you or visit you. And I feel like it may have taken quite a lot for them to message you. I feel like this is someone who you maybe haven't spoken to for a long time, and they've been missing you, and I feel like they see themselves in you, and they would like to see you, and they did think about contacting you for quite a long time before they contacted you. And I feel like it would really make their day for them to hear from you. And I feel like also you would find some great emotional satisfaction in talking to them. I feel like they may have great ideas for you. For some of you, they may even have a job for you. This could be someone who does have some kind of promotional opportunity or opportunity to rise higher in your career or something like that. It feels like maybe they're a colleague or an ex-colleague, or someone who could be a colleague in the future, even if they are a friend to start with, or if they're like a romantic interest. But yeah, it's very, very much coming through that you may need to talk to some friends, or maybe just communicate to people in general. I'm not sure if you've been feeling... I'm hearing someone's been feeling not very happy. You've been having feelings that are maybe a bit difficult to deal with, that you maybe have been drowning in. Like I'm seeing someone drowning in their emotions. And I feel you may have been reflecting a lot and looking back at the past and thinking about things that you maybe don't necessarily want to think about, but I feel like you've been confronting them. And it may be time for you to just like communicate with people a little bit more and open up and be friendly and maybe stop keeping things within and tell others. I feel like it will really help you. I also feel like there may be some decision you're making about your future right now, which is very important for you. And again, I feel like you may need to communicate with other people about that. Like, I'm not sure if someone wants to quit their job, or maybe for someone you have a crush on a friend and you want to tell them, or maybe you want to ask about I'm feeling like a promotional opportunity or something. It may be like your manager, or especially if you're friends with your manager, I feel like there may be some kind of business opportunity or growth opportunity. It feels like you're at the point where you can rise higher with regards to your career, whether it's to do with networking or another person, or if it's just to do with your own effort. But for right now, you might have some feelings that you need to sit with and some ideas that you need to go to the drawing board with. I'm seeing, like, make a plan, make an action plan, and focus your attention on what you would like to do going forwards. I feel like there may be something in your city that you would like to see. Again, it's coming through about friends, and I feel like you may want to go out and meet up with people and spend some time with people. Maybe you might like to go for, I'm hearing some drinks or a gathering. This could be like a work gathering, meeting up with very, very, very old friends. That's coming through really strongly. Like there might be some really, really, really old friends that you haven't spoken to for maybe 3 years plus. For some of you, even like up to 20 years ago, friends. And I feel like it would be really nice for you to communicate with them. They may take a little while getting back to you, but I feel like they'll be very excited to hear from you. And I do feel like there may be some greater reason for you if you're being guided to certain people in your life. I feel like there may be some greater reason for it. It's like a very spiritual reason. For somebody, I feel like your children may need some attention right now, like right this minute. So please pause the video and go and attend to your children if that's you. I also feel like if you're married, your husband or wife or spouse might need some quality time with you. They may want you to open up a bit more about your emotions. I feel like you may have been, again, keeping things to yourself recently and maybe feeling in a bit of a sad mood. And I feel like they do want to talk to you, but they maybe don't know how to open you up or how to broach the conversation. It seems like maybe there's some emergency situation that you need to pay attention to as well. I'm not sure what that is for you, but it feels like something to think about and something to prioritize, to like make plans for. For some of you, this could be a money matter, which feels like very closed. But I feel like there may be someone you can talk to who's kind of waiting for you to talk to them. This could be a male in your life. And I feel like they have some good advice for you and they're just like urging you to contact them. It's really feeling like someone really wants you to talk to them. And I feel like it's very important for you. So yeah, definitely try to communicate with people, try to speak to any friends you haven't spoken to, respond to any messages you haven't responded to. It might be a good idea to clean out your messages inbox. I feel like there's some maybe that have gone to junk that you wouldn't actually think are junk, because it could be like an old friend from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe even a past life friend. It's like a feeling that maybe you've missed somebody who you could have spoken to, and I feel like you've been maybe feeling full of emotion and this person would be very helpful for you. I feel like they're very exciting, they're very fun, and again, they may have really great career advice. They may be able to help push you forwards in some way. Like they could be a colleague or a companion that you really need to know. So definitely try and check all of your messages inboxes on like every email address, every social media, your texts, maybe if you have like an old phone that you haven't turned on for ages. Especially if you've been really missing someone, because I feel like they've been missing you and they may want to talk to you. This could be an ex or somebody, but it's coming through as a friend. So maybe an ex, but they want to be friends with you now. Or maybe you just want to be friends with them. But I feel like they would really help you with your emotions and they may give you some inspiration for moving forwards. They may even give you a leg up or a boost or something like that. So please do take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. If you would like a personal reading, get in touch. My information will be below. There's a link for personal readings information. And if you're watching at the time of posting, then I have a 10% discount. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment and let me know what resonated below. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the pen. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Lightning. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Leo, I Will. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Nine of Wands. And the Tower. And then from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Six of Swords. And the Two of Wands. I'm feeling like someone may need to look for a new place. You may be moving. It may be that I feel like something dramatic happening in your current location and you may want to go somewhere else. And it may be something to look for, like you may need to make a plan. You may need to communicate with other people for support, I'm hearing, because you may have been trying to do everything yourself and finding it unmanageable and finding that you may be getting in over your head or getting in too deep with a situation. And I feel like it can all be solved really quickly, but you may need to communicate with somebody and get very clear about what you're going to do, like make a very solid plan. And that may take a little while, and I do feel like there may be a journey you need to make, either metaphorically or literally, or a process that you need to follow, which may be a little difficult. And I do feel like for someone you might be moving house, and maybe you're moving very soon and you just need to get your energy up to like pack your stuff and get that determination and book a removal company and all of that stuff. I feel like maybe you're currently feeling quite depressed. and not very okay, and you just need to try and get a bit of energy and lightning strike yourself into the mood where you're going to be able to move forwards and progress with what you've got to do. And I do feel like as soon as you manage that, you're going to feel a lot better. Like I'm seeing an energy of you uprighting yourself from a time of maybe just wanting to lie down or feeling a bit defeated and feeling a bit stressed. It feels like someone's really depressed in this collective right now, someone watching for this group. And I feel like you've been putting pressure on yourself to continue and keep going and keep trying. And I feel like it may have gotten too much for you and you may have to slightly admit defeat with it and call on someone else to help you. But at the same time, I feel like for someone else, you might need to just focus on getting through the day. If you're really sad right now, I feel like it's a time for maybe just focusing on putting one foot in front of the other and keeping on moving forwards no matter how down and sad you feel. And I'm sorry if that's you, that's really hard to go through. And I do feel like it's quite serious and quite heavy emotions that you're having. So I'm really sorry if that's you. I feel like you have been trying to cope for too long on your own. And it seems to be there's someone who can help you. I'm not sure if it's a family member, maybe your partner, maybe a really good friend. There may be someone you can communicate with who will give you some support to get over a difficult time if you're having a difficult time with dealing with things yourself. I do feel like there may be some news that comes in quite soon. You might receive a message, maybe online, maybe social media, where you have to consider how to respond. And it feels like maybe you've been waiting ages for this message and it feels like it will come out of the blue as a shock. But you need to be really ready to take on the information or to respond to it. Or maybe it's about an opportunity for the future. I feel like you may receive news of an opportunity. Also, I feel like you may need to plan for your future a bit more. You may need to, in general, plan your days more because I feel like you may be feeling a bit in the middle of nowhere, so to speak. I feel like you're a bit in a transitional process where you're not quite where you'd want to be. And maybe you feel like you're at the mercy of the tides changing. Like I feel like you maybe feel like you're just being thrown along with life and not having as much control over your own decisions as you usually do. And I feel like it would really help you to just make more plans for the day. Even if it's just like going to the supermarket and getting groceries and washing your hair or doing your laundry or something really specifically small where it's manageable and you can take it on no problem. And I would say to you, try not to add too much to your schedule if you're already feeling like you're overwhelmed and you've got too much on. Because I feel like there's a long way to go with things that you're currently working on and you may feel like you want to change and do something else. Like you may have a new idea that you want to pursue, a new passion you want to pursue, and I feel like that might involve leaving something else to the side. So I feel like it's very important to keep going with what you're working on and try and bring it to completion. But you might find right now you can't finish things and you might have to let go of some things. Like I feel like you may just have too much. I also feel like if you are moving or even if you're not moving, you may need to clear out a lot of stuff, even if you're moving really far in the future or just like planning to, in theory, move in the future. I feel like the quicker you get rid of a lot of stuff, the quicker you'll get to move. Because it feels like someone may be having a lot of stuff that you are carrying with you for a long time and it may have carried on for too long, I feel like, and it may be even contributing to your feeling sad. Like I feel like you may have a lot of clutter and mess and bad memories associated with things that you have. That being said, I also feel like there may be some past memories that you have that you're carrying with you that are maybe like PTSD kind of memories. Like I don't know if you've been through something very exhausting and traumatic all on your own without anyone there for you, and I feel like you've been maybe diving in deep to those feelings, or maybe it'd be a good idea to dive in deep to those feelings. But once you do that, you might find that you do want to talk to someone and you do want to communicate with someone and find people who can help you, even if that's just like being a lend an ear kind of friend. But it does feel like maybe for certain things that you're doing, like with work, you might just have to keep going on your own for a little bit. I feel like there's some major changes that someone wants to make and you're very determined and you're very passionate, and it could be something like moving abroad or moving house or changing from one career to another career. And I feel like you may just suddenly make a decision very quickly about what you want to do out of passion. And it feels like maybe you're in a position where you can't suddenly change course, but at least you could plan to for the future. It's like there's an end in sight where you get a little break from the current hard work mission that you're on and get to start new things and get to plan new things and get to make new plans for yourself. And I feel like that's going to be really helpful for you. I feel like if you are feeling down, you may be able to look online and find good advice or just kind of supportive people who've gone through the same thing. Like if you don't have anyone in your real life and you'll say going through like PTSD or depression or something like anxiety, I do feel like you may be able to find some really helpful people online who've shared their experiences. Like not even that you have to talk to them, but maybe you can just read their experiences or watch their videos of maybe like how they got over a problem they had or how they managed to get out of their anxiety, maybe their anxiety techniques or yeah, kind of guidance about things that you may be going through. I feel like it's quite serious for you right now. And I do want to say come for a personal reading if you feel like you need it, because I feel like we can get a lot more information. This is a very general one for everyone. But I do feel like there's some passions that you're very interested in pursuing that you may want to think about without actually pushing forwards with them. It's more like making plans and trying to find time in the future for things, I feel like. Because it seems like right now, today, you may just need a rest. You may be really exhausted. And you may just need to like clear out some emotions and cry. If you're not the one who needs to pack up and move, that is. But yeah, I do feel like there's some things which you maybe need to clear away, which are like old past emotions. I'm not sure if someone went through a breakup maybe a few months ago and you're still feeling really sad about it. And I feel like you may need to like jump into your feelings and cry and maybe even talk yourself through it. I want to say like someone might need therapy. You may want to like arrange therapy. You might be able to look online and find a good therapist. Or also maybe you have a good friend online who you can talk to, or a friend who's just a phone call away, or even a friend who lives in your neighborhood. But yeah, something really strong is coming through about moving house or moving abroad, or maybe like planning a holiday for yourself if you've been going through a really stressful time, if that's something you can do. And it feels like you can make a lot of changes quickly, but maybe right now you're feeling a bit exhausted. So if you are feeling really exhausted, do try and take a rest and remember to take each day as it comes and take each day one at a time and try not to put too much pressure on yourself right now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope that was helpful, group 2. Please don't forget to get in touch if you'd like a personal reading. There's a video below with information. I also have a 10% discount right now if you're watching when I post this. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the pencil. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards you have Retreat. From the Black Moon Astrology cards you have Scorpio, I Transform. From the Urban Tarot you have the 8 of Cups and the Hierophant. And then from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot you have the 8 of Cups again, very interesting, and the Knight of Wands. Well, it definitely feels like you need to leave some things behind. It feels like there's some things which are outgrown and not for you anymore, and I feel like it's one of those things where it's just like a moment where you may need to process some emotions and get moving. I'm hearing for someone, like you might want to go for a walk right now. I don't know if you feel really stuck in your house. I'm hearing someone's house is really dark and you may need to go out and sit in the park or go for a run or go for a walk and just get out of your environment, because it feels like you may be a bit stagnant where you are and not feeling very happy, and I feel like it's going to really help you to get some fresh air and some space and some fresh energy into your environment. I also don't know if someone's going through a bit of a breakup and you might need to try and help yourself to get a few steps forwards away from the bad feelings you're experiencing. I'm not sure if you've recently parted ways with someone who may have been a Scorpio or another water sign, but it feels like you may be still missing them, but also like there's no room for fixing the relationship. It feels like it's kind of over for now at least. But I'm feeling for someone, it's like when you walk away, this person will come back to you anyway. So if you do still want to be with them, I feel like you just need maybe some time away for perspective. I feel like you may need a run or something to get out your pent-up aggression or pent-up anger and some relaxation time. And I feel like you may need to speak to some family members who can help you. I'm not sure if someone needs to go on a long journey, but you may need to plan your travel or get going. I'm not sure if you're going on a journey soon and you need to get out the door and you shouldn't be watching this reading. Or maybe you're on a journey right now and you just need to focus on the road. If you're driving, it may not be the best time to watch this reading. I also feel like there's some deep under the surface emotions that you may want to take some time with. Someone may be drinking too much and you may need to quit drinking and have a little break. Or maybe you're quitting other habits, like maybe you're quitting tea and coffee and sugar. And I feel like it may be quite difficult, but maybe you will be able to get some medical advice or professional advice. There may be a particular teacher or member of your family or professional person who can help you. And I feel like that will be really helpful for you. And again, this person could be a Scorpio. I also feel like you may need to dig very deep right now into your own emotions because I'm feeling this sadness and anger that's kind of under the surface and it's maybe interfering with your day and making you feel less lovely. And I feel like maybe prayer will help you. If you're an atheist, again, please don't get in the comments and complain. But yeah, definitely prayer will help you to feel reset and help you to feel clean and clear, especially outside, I want to say, because I do feel like your home may be a bit dark and depressing and not really making you feel very happy. So yeah, I'm feeling like there's a lot of stuff that you can get on with as well, which may be outside of your house, like you may need to go on a journey. And I feel like if you do go on a journey, you might meet someone very exciting at the moment. Like it seems like there's someone coming in for you, someone really interesting, and it doesn't have to be your ex. Again, don't get in the comments. But yeah, this person seems like very passionate and very eager to speak to you. And I feel like you may just bump into them when you leave your house for a walk or something, and maybe you're going for a run and they're going for a run and you end up hitting it off and making friends. I almost feel like this person may be guided to you, like on a spiritual level. They may be someone who's a light worker or a healer and they have really amazing energy and they're going to cheer you up because it feels like you guys might be in a bit of a down, honestly, I'm sorry for saying it, but like stanky mood. So I'm just going to leave you with that and I hope that you feel a bit better soon. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the pencil sharpener. Let's see what cards you have. In the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Personal Power. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Taurus. I have. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Discs. And then from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Ten of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. Really nice energy. I feel like you guys are being given a permission slip to just chill and relax and hang out at home and feel really energetically balanced. I feel like you may want to have like a luxury day. Maybe you want to go and spend some money. Maybe you need to focus on your spending, but I feel like for someone you need to treat yourself today. Like you're being given permission to do whatever the hell you want and to feel really happy. And I feel like you may need a really delicious meal. It might be a great day to just like cook and lie down and maybe do your nails and do your hair and try on some clothes and just like feel really happy. Maybe you want to go for a spa day. Maybe you do just want to indulge in great food and drink or watch some TV, take some entertainment time, chat to your family, chat to your friends. I also feel like focusing on what's right in front of you and being practical and grounded and taking some time for sensual pleasures, shall we say, like food, drink, cuddles. Maybe you might be going on a date with someone, maybe a nice fancy date. Is someone going on a date today and you need to get ready? You need to make yourself look good. You might want to, again, like manicure your nails and pedicure and take some time to like freshen up and maybe spray some cologne or perfume. I feel like you may have some possessions that you want to maybe look into maybe fixing or getting rid of or replacing, or maybe you want some new things. Maybe there's something particular that you want to buy that might be very expensive. And I feel like it's going to be very happy for you to just take a day like that to do whatever you want. And I feel like you do have goals, you do have things that you want to do that maybe don't involve anyone else, but they could do as well. Like some of you might just want to spend time with your family or your friends, and then others of you might just want to spend time alone. And you are being given permission to just do whatever the hell you want from spirit. And I feel like nutrition is really important at this time. as well as relaxation. It just feels like you've deserved it. I feel like you earned it and you've done everything that you need to do and then some, and it's time for celebration and rewards and luxury and indulging in the finer things in life and not stressing yourself, and maybe making some new goals for the future and preparing yourself for like the next steps, because it feels like you've got everything you need and you're everything you need to be and you're doing amazingly. And I feel like your friends around you and your family around you are really great. And you're giving the right kind of energy for me. Like, it feels like you're great at your job and you're really hardworking. And I feel like you do deserve maybe some days to just be off work, or maybe for someone you might have to go to work. But I feel like you're going to have a happy day if you do go to work. And if you have any tasks to finish up on, I feel like they're going to go really easily and you're going to feel really satisfied with the results of your hard work if you have to do anything. For more of you, I am seeing relaxation energy and chilling at home, taking care of your children maybe, or your pets, or just being with your partner, being on your own. Maybe just cuddling up in a blanket, or again, like eating really delicious food is coming through. Like, I do feel like that's very important for you right now. There may be particular things which you are missing a bit in your diet. It could be vegetables, it could be meat, it could be even like sweet treats. Like, I don't know if you've been on a diet and it's maybe like a cheat day for you guys or something, but I am seeing that like cheat day energy or like reward treat day energy. And I feel like it's very important for you to focus on what you have, who you are, what you own, and what is right in front of you. I'm feeling that there may be some financial matters which you can focus on. It may be money work, which is very good. I feel like you deserve it. Like, all the rewards you're receiving right now and all the good luck you're receiving right now, you really, really deserve it. And maybe you want to make some further plans for your career, for how to make even more with what you've got. For someone, you might want to invest some money, or maybe you have invested some money and you want to return on your investment. It feels like very happy. Like, maybe you have invested in stock or something and you've got a big payout if you take it out now. Like, it might have made a big profit. So I feel like you may be able to take that and get yourself some treats, or maybe get for someone it's like even like fix up your house or move, or dedicate some time to really, really, really like prosperous activities. Like, I do feel like you might be able to grow your money at this time, almost like duplicate your money by like tenfold for somebody. And I feel like that made you really happy, because I feel like for somebody, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like somebody makes music, or you're very successful at artistry. I'm seeing like a CD coming into my mind. Like, there may be like a particular project that you're working on that is working out very well for you. I'm not sure. It's like something to do with records. Like, are you a record producer? Or are you a DJ? Are you into manufacturing or something like that? It just feels like there's something huge happening for you that's worth celebrating. And I don't think you need to do anything except just enjoy yourself right now, group 4. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to get in touch if you'd like a personal reading, because I feel like you guys would find it really fun at this time. And I feel like you have a great purpose in life and you're doing amazingly right now. I just want to congratulate you and maybe give you a little round of applause. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, group 4. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Sellotape. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Illusion. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have 7th House, Partners. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Chariot and the Lovers. And then from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have Strength and the Four of Swords. If you're in a relationship, I do feel like your partner may need your attention right now. They may want some love, they may want some affection. They may have something they're trying to do, which is quite a big deal. They may be trying to overcome some obstacles in their life right now, or just having a bad day. They might be not very well. And I feel like they could really use some assistance. They could really use some company. They could use some sweet, gentle, kind words from you. I'm not sure if they haven't been showing you how bad they're feeling if you've got a partner. Like, they might not be telling you what's really going on because they might not want to trouble you with it. They might feel like you're really busy and you've got loads of work on and you're off doing your own thing, and I feel like they don't want to tell you how much they need you or how sad they're feeling or what worries they have on their mind. And I just feel like you're going to have a really nice time with them anyway if you go and spend time with them. But yeah, definitely do also focus on the things you have to do on a personal level because it feels like you've got some big goals right now and it's time to take charge of them. I feel like it's time to get very serious and straight in your mind, and there may be some decisions you need to make about things going forwards that you may want to take a bit of a rest and a time out to go over them within yourself and allow yourself time to, I want to say, like, explore the options and decide what's right for you. I also feel like for someone, you may want to ask someone out if you're not in a relationship. You may be very shy and very scared and not very confident, but I do feel like if you get over your confidence issues and just make contact with them, I'm seeing it going very well. I'm seeing this is a very romantic, beautiful relationship, and this person will really love you and value you and find you comforting and healing and special for them. But yeah, I do feel like if you reach out, they may take a few days to reply, or maybe even a little bit longer, because they may want time to think about it and take the consideration over the matter. Also, I'm not sure if you did not reply to them for a while or something, like if you're seeing someone casually or something, or if you're in a talking stage, is maybe like you didn't reply for ages, so when you do get the courage to reply to this person, maybe they won't reply straight away and they're going to take a few days to just like relax and rest, and maybe they might have had some stress and stuff going on in their life. And to go back to you, I feel like you guys might have some stressful stuff going on in your life that you maybe need a friend to talk to about, like a partner to talk to. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, it could be a family member or friend. But yeah, I feel like you may have been going through some quite difficult times, maybe health issues. And I'm seeing maybe if you have been having health issues, you might need to get on top of that and go to the doctor and speak to them. And I feel like they'll have really good advice for you. There should be some healing remedies or good advice or a diagnosis or a medicine that can help you, or maybe they would just recommend you get some rest. But yeah, I feel like there is a very much need for rest and taking care of yourself and taking care of others around you. You might feel quite confused at this time, and I feel like bed rest and eliminating all distractions will help you. But you might still need to communicate with people in the meantime, because I feel like they kind of need you right now. I'm not sure who it is. I feel like for most of you it's your partner or a romantic interest. But I do see it also could be family. And it just feels like there is a lot to think about and a lot to deal with. And I feel like you can get on top of things, but it might take quite a lot of your energy. And in the meantime, you might need a little bit of a rest and a break. And some time to just feel certain of what you're doing. Because I feel like it's going to take that certainty for you to be able to get on with things and dominate your problems and accelerate yourself forwards. I'm not sure if someone has car issues and you need to focus on that. And it might take a while, like you might have to leave your car with a mechanic for a week or something, and you may need assistance to travel around, or you may need to just relax for a week, because I feel like it might stress you out to not have transport. Also, for someone, you might need a new car, or you might need to go out somewhere and focus on the journey. I'm hearing that there might be a journey you have to make, which you maybe feel like is a bit difficult, but I feel like you can easily manage. And it might be to go and see someone romantically attracted to you, or you might be bumping into someone romantically attracted to you, especially if you watched the other group where that message came up. But yeah, I also feel like you have some need to take care of your own emotions and process your own feelings about things, like maybe about love and relationships. You might have some views about relationships which are not 100% helpful, but I feel like you can really help yourself by just thinking about them and thinking what is real and what is maybe talk from other people, or what is maybe one bad experience from the past or many bad experiences from the past that may be preventing you from appreciating a possible love right now, or from pursuing somebody you really like. And I do feel like this might take time. It might take time for you to work through any unhelpful beliefs about relationships and romance. But I feel like you're going very far, and there's a sense of a climb, like some steps to climb or a journey that you're going on where you're reaching a greater height. And I feel like you may find that someone else can help you. There may be a partner, it could be a business partner, who can really assist you with like getting to the next level with what you're doing. But yeah, I do feel like you also do need some rest. And again, like medical care is coming through, and affection and love. So it's maybe you who needs some love from your partner. Maybe you just want to go home and cuddle with your partner right now. If that's you, that sounds really sweet. I'm jealous. I'm a bit single right now. But yeah, get in touch if you want a personal reading. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the coin. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Freedom. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Saturn Return, Age. From the Urban Tarot, you have the Queen of Swords, the Painter. And the Hermit. And from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have Justice. And the Fool. Sorry guys, my audio for this part of the video got corrupted. I have no idea what happened. But yeah, I'm going to try and just redo the reading because I can't remember exactly what came out. It was quite a while ago when I did the reading now. So sorry about that, but hopefully the reading will come out the same, if not better. What's coming through to me really strongly is something about ideas and something about originality versus copying. And I feel like currently we're in like an age where people are really keen on just like following people and watching people to copy their stuff and try and repackage it as if it was their own. And for me personally, TikTok has been one of those things where I'll go on it for a week and then you realize everyone's just like trying to be everyone else. And it becomes less and less interesting and less funny, to the point where I just disengage from it completely. And I feel like for you guys, you might need to disengage from all the content you're watching, because it might all be really samey and really familiar and just like regurgitating the same message and not really any point of consuming it. And some of it might even make you angry. Some of it might be misinformation, disinformation, people's personal rants and rages and things like that. So I feel like try and disengage from as much as possible, because some of you are really creative and you're really individual and you've got really amazing ideas. And I feel like people might be following you just to steal your ideas. And it happens a lot to me on YouTube. If you are watching with the intention to do that, please go away. We've already probably had this conversation. Yeah, it's kind of tiring. And I feel like for anyone creative, it's one of those things where you might have people following you to copy your art right now, or your design, or your style, or your content. So you might want to private some stuff so that people can't see it. And try not to share any like intellectual property or any creative ideas with people too soon. I'm seeing something about like things getting hacked or leaked, or people literally just like trying to regurgitate the stuff that you've done like the next day. Like they'll watch, say, like this reading, then they'll go and repeat it and like post it on their own channel, and probably like some of them have got more viewers than me, and they'll get like 10 times the amount of money for just like copying my work and redoing it in their own words. Sometimes it's like just copied completely. So yeah, it's one of those things where if you make music, or if you are an artist, particularly if you're a painter or an illustrator or a creative of any kind, I feel like you might want to go private. You might want to private everything. And don't share too much, because I feel like there may be people who are literally like right behind you trying to steal your ideas. Also, something came through about somebody who might be out walking or running. And I really hate to say this, but there might be someone behind you in the shadows who's like paying attention to you too much. So especially if you are listening to this on headphones, please take your headphones out and like try and look around behind you and make sure you're okay. Because it feels like there may be someone who's like a shadowy figure who's like following you, and you can take that literally or metaphorically, but it feels like someone who's like watching you and getting ideas about you based on like the impression they've got or something like that, or they've got like bad intentions towards you. So please just be very careful and be very alert and be aware of your circumstances at all times, not just now when you're watching this reading, but I just feel like you might need to be aware of your circumstances. And for some of you, I feel like you might need to go home and just be by yourself, because it's like just ideas and things that you're meant to do, like your to-do list items, and people you may be meant to catch up with, or people you may be meant to like cut off, and lessons you maybe need to learn from previous experiences. Like, it might be time to do some reflection and writing lists and deciding who you want to be and where you want to be by your next birthday, and looking at how far you've come from your last birthday. It feels like time for some deep maturing and thinking about things. And do think about, like, if you're putting out content, what kind of content are you putting out? Is it inspired? Is it original? Is it worth putting out? Is it unique? Does it reflect you and your beliefs? Or are you just doing something like a blind follower, like seeing something you like and repeating it? Because that seems like very pointless, and it's kind of ruined this good internet that we used to have, which used to be like a learning resource, and it feels like it's become like child's playtime. So I want to say, for you guys watching, please do consider what you're doing with your free time and personal time, what you watch, what you consume, what you do, what you contribute. Because you have the freedom to watch anything you want, and you have the freedom to make anything you want. And I feel like for some of you have enough money and time to do whatever you want and go wherever you want and be whoever you want to be. And that Bugsy Malone song that's called like Bad Guys is coming through. It's the one that's like, we could have been anything that we wanted to be with all the talent we had. Like, you guys should listen to that song. It's something like, we're the very best at being bad. Like, you should think about what you're doing, and something came through about trying to do the right thing and maybe staying on your own in hermit mode and just like privating all your socials and discontinuing your activities and thinking and writing and honestly like talking to yourself rather than talking to others and sharing messages. Because some of you might be a bit foolish and not grown up enough to really like be on a platform. It's coming through like some of you have a platform and you share like foolish, childish ideas that it's like someone could get cancelled for the things that they're doing. So I just want you to be careful, especially if you're doing something illegal and you are like a bad guy. Please be careful, because you might be headed for a really serious fall. And if that did resonate with you and you feel really like nervous in your stomach right now, because it's coming through that somebody is, especially if you've been following blindly what others are doing and you know better. It's coming through especially if you know better, but you're just like following blindly and you actually do have your own creative ideas, but you're wanting to hide them and just like follow others and make a repeat version of what they're doing. Then do think about it, because it's like, if you know better, then karma's coming for you. And if you're really stupid and ignorant, think of this as your learning lesson. Like, it's wrong to copy other people's stuff. It's wrong to be a follower. It's wrong to do things that you know better than doing. And it's better for you to like sit and think and maybe grow up before you start trying to be somebody. It's like you're not learned enough to be able to be a grown-up for somebody. It's like you may be too young to watch this reading. I recommend 18 plus. Or maybe like mentally too young to be like a teacher, and you're trying to be a teacher but you still need to be taught yourself. Or you're trying to be like a therapist but you need therapy for things that you've been through in your past or something like that. It's like a lesson learned to try and take care of yourself in that way, maybe before taking care of others, or like teach yourself before you teach others. Also, I want to say there's something coming through about cleansing and making sure your ideas are free from brainwashing and like other people's ideas and things. And something's coming through about cleansing your internal system. If you've been smoking, for example, it feels like it might be time to maybe cut back on that. But also for somebody, I feel like it's like a meditation practice. Like, you might want to go away from everyone and just like get on your own and get high and get in your vibe and stop using others for inspiration. Like, inspire yourself, motivate yourself, get interested in your own self and your own ideas. And I want to say your contrary ideas, it feels like you may need to weigh up the pros and cons of a specific decision right now. And it feels like it is quite a serious one, and it may require a lot of discipline. I feel like for some of you guys, you might really benefit from a personal reading if you did find the message about potential problems and like cancelable conduct and stuff like that really pressing. I feel like you should come for a personal reading and I can help write you. It's very important to focus on doing the right thing and being the right person and being who you think you should be. Because I feel like you guys know better, and you do know, and you know what's right for you. And for some of you, this reading's really obvious. It's just like get in your own zone and think and do your own thing and come up with your own ideas and write stuff down. For some people, it's a bit more of a serious message, and it might be having like a bit of a grow up and stop being a blind follower association attached to it. So I'm sorry if it was offensive to anyone. Please forgive me, but do hit the thumbs up button if you like this. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed and you like this kind of honest content. and get in my personal inbox if you would like a reading. There's a video link below with personal reading information, which includes prices and all that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.